So if you look at successful exits in the future, usually if you have one of the A-list VCs, like Excel, like Atomico, the probability of a big exit becomes enormously higher. Is that something that you can aim for when you are looking for a VC, or is that because your company was already that successful that those kind of VCs approach you? What comes first in your case?
Well, I think obviously we've been very blessed. Excel first investor in like Facebook, Dropbox, Stripe, or like a lot of Atlassian, a lot of other big companies. I don't know, I think you should focus on finding the right board member and people that can be helpful for your company. That's the number one thing you should focus on. The rest is all branding in a way. Obviously, like track record says something about how they've done, but there's, I won't name names, but there's a very famous top 5 VC that's one of the biggest ones in the world, funded companies like Amazon, et cetera, that's you probably would not want to take a lot of money from right now. So it doesn't say everything. In terms of like, money should always come to you. You should never search money. So you should focus on your customers, build a product that they love, have a lot of customers join, and money will find you. That's the way to do it. Once you go searching for money, it's probably not the right way to do it.
And in your case, you were that lucky person that it just sort of came to you. Can you tell me a little about the possible scenarios here? If I look at Dealroom, which is in Europe probably the most influential sourcing methodology for VCs and people who want to know about companies, they list you in the Netherlands as one of the 5 or 6 potential unicorns. I know you don't particularly like that word, but let's say you're the potentially new Adyen in the Netherlands. So what would be a good exit scenario for you? Would it be an IPO? Would it be a sale to another company? How do you envision the future for you?
Completely not focused on it. We're every day focused on our customers. Customers is what drives everything. So you build a product, we're building teams, and you should never think about exits. It's the wrong thing.
No, really? I mean, you should have a strategy for that, right?
No.
Shouldn't you?
No.
No, why shouldn't you have a strategy for that?
Why should I have a strategy for that?
I don't know. I mean, if I was a VC, I want to exit the company, right? So
that's not necessarily true in this days. Like, I mean,
do we have a wrong image about that?
I mean, they're in the business of making money, so they want to make money, but that doesn't mean that we need an exit strategy. First of all, we were very fortunate that both Excel and Atomico raised their 2 funds that they invested from in 2017. So, and an average VC is a 10-year window, so that's a thing that we don't have to think about for 10 years. And secondly, there's a lot of situations where companies tend to, especially now, tend to stay private much longer, and other venture capital or late stage funds buy out the earlier stage investors. So,
like just Boulderton Capital did that, right? I mean, they just launched a, how is it called? Almost like a second-hand VC, but that's not the right term. But they offer liquidity to the founders by basically buying the early stage shares, sometimes from investors, sometimes from the founders. Is that something that would be worthwhile for you as well?
I know everybody always asks like this like exit question and money question, but like it's so irrelevant to what you're building. I think if you're trying to build a company, you want to focus on the right things, and the right things for me are like the customers. So always put the customer first. And then you want to focus on like, being a good employer for the people around you. You want to focus on business metrics, so the company needs to grow. You want to be profitable. There's like things like that you want to focus on. I think those are really important. Anything related to money is only important if your company's not doing well.
So at the moment you're doing well, I assume.
Well, we're not focused on money.